morning from the streets of Sofia. We're out and about again, exploring, seeing what this place has to offer. Walking to the metro station. I think I have a crack for our situation, but I'll tell you guys in a second if it works. So we're gonna go to Vetusha Boulevard. Always I'm butchering the name, I'm sure, but yeah, the main touristy street with all the chic cafes and bars, restaurants, stores that I can't afford. So we're gonna go down there, hit up a museum. Okay, so what I was saying, I have euros, but I haven't found an exchange place. There's an exchange place in the bus station, but their rate is horrible and they charge like crazy fees. So I only exchanged a little bit just so I could get money for the taxi to go home, because it was like 11 at night. Yeah, a total rip-off, but so that's why I didn't change anymore, and I'm just so thankful that I only changed a tiny bit. So I haven't found anywhere else to change money, so I do have cash, but not their currency, and you need that for the bus and the tram. But I remembered that they've been advertising that they accept Visa now on the metro, so I guess that's a new thing. So I figured, okay, yesterday the lady said Jarrell is free, so just me and Kalel to pay. So I used 2 credit cards to pay. I had 2 visas, so Kalel used one and then I used one, and Jarrell is free. I'm like, yes. So I don't have to worry about walking, and we don't have to worry about, you know, getting cash anymore, because everywhere takes credit cards for the most part, and it's like a street vendor, and we haven't really done any of that, so that was perfect. So now we're down at Vetusha Street. We're gonna find some food and then go check out the museum. So we just finished dinner or lunch, whatever it is, like lunch, because I still want food later. We just finished eating at Happy's, and everything again was just so good. The beef that I had just melted, like literally melted in my mouth. It was amazing. So now we're going on to the National Museum of Natural History. I know, a mouthful. The kids are excited because they looked at it online and they said it looks like a really nice museum, so it shouldn't be boring. So we're gonna see what that is like, but it is cold. I'm freezing. They said it was supposed to snow today, but we haven't seen any snow yet. But it's still freezing. Good morning. It is our last day here in Sofia. I was thinking of extending our time, but the Airbnb is fully booked and I don't want to, you know, change Airbnbs, go through all that. So I'm like, whatever, we'll just go. I'm tired, so much walking. But today we just took the metro down to the bus station, the central bus station, because I like to do that a day or 2 before, so we have an idea of what's happening. And they do COVID tests and everything right there. Like, it's a whole operation. She's like, yeah, this is our main station, so we do everything. You have like tons of tour companies. I didn't do a video because I was just talking to the lady, getting all that information, but I'll probably show some clips tomorrow. But yeah, so they do COVID testing there, so we don't have to worry about finding a COVID testing site. And I'm just gonna do it because I'm like, I don't want to be denied entrance, but I know they're not even gonna ask for it. and it's so annoying because you just know. So yeah, so we're gonna get the bus, fill out our PLF form, whatever, you know, locator form that we need for Greece, and then we can go. So yeah, she explained everything, super easy, super convenient, everything is right there. So now we are actually going to the museum because we didn't get to go yesterday, like I was saying. So we're gonna do it today and then go eat some food because we're starving. They're doing a walking tour. Let me spin around and show you. Yeah, do the free walking tours. We never do it because we're just lazy, but Lindsay and Corey swear by the walking tours. So if you can get yourself in one, and they're not really free. Not free, well, they're free and just tip. So they're not like free. You just tip whatever. Yeah. So let's see what else we get up to today. So I guess we're not supposed to see the museum because we went there and some other people were out there, and the lady was like, yeah, they didn't open today. I'm like, didn't they want to open? They just felt like not opening. I don't know what, but it's closed today and we came down here. It didn't show that it was closed online, but it is what it is. Now we're freezing because it's so cold. So just gonna go find food and see what else we can do. Okay, so it's all coming together, making sense now. When we were at the bus station, the lady mentioned today is the 3rd and it's a holiday. I think it's like their independence or something, because she said it's like your national holiday, but you know, lost in translation because she was trying to speak English. And I don't know any Bulgarian. So today is a national holiday of some sort. I don't have my Wi-Fi to check, but I'll definitely check when I go home just to see. And then we just saw like the changing of the guards or something was going on. That was so cool. And I did see some people walking past with like Bulgarian flags, just those little flags that you'd have at like games and stuff. So yeah, they're definitely celebrating something like independence or, you know, something of that magnitude. So yeah, that's why everything is closed, I suppose. So we're just gonna get some food. Maybe see if I can find one last church to go into. Or just go home and just chill, pack for tomorrow. But yeah, so that's our day. We just can't get enough of Happy's. It is just, you know, just one of those places where you feel comfortable. They just have good food. It's easy to find something to eat, especially sometimes when you're very hungry and you're indecisive. There's something for everybody. So I think that's one of the reasons we kept coming back here. And of course, if you're in the Balkans, try the chapska salad every country you go to. It is almost the same, but a little bit different in each place. Amazing. The metro is pretty easy to use. After the first day, we got the hang of it, knowing which way to go, which M or, you know, what number and all that. And it was inexpensive. It worked out to be about 80 cents US each way. So it wasn't bad at all. And like I mentioned before, you can use your credit card to pay, just to tap. And we did that a lot in London. So some places you can, some places you have to buy the ticket at the kiosk or from the gate agent. But here you could use your credit card to tap to get in. Oh my goodness, you guys. So our struggles are so real. I don't know if you can hear me. We're in the train station and we're all, oh, today is today to tonight is gonna be long as heck. Okay. So yesterday, like I was saying, we're going to Greece, and we're supposed to go to Thessaloniki. I don't know how you pronounce it, but that place, that's like 4 or 5 hours from here. So it's like what is the second largest city in Greece or something like that. So I know it's, you know, one of those that you definitely should visit and all that. So that's why we're going. But you know me, last minute booking Airbnb, I was looking at hotels because we would just be there for like 2-3 full days. The Airbnbs were far and few between. Then the ones that I did see, they didn't have that great of reviews, and then they were pricey. So I'm like, oh my god, looking, nothing. And when I tried to book with my points through Chase, they said I have to book 72 hours before. I didn't know that, so now I know because I've been accumulating my points. So you guys know I talked about that before, where I used it a couple times in Europe last year. I used it in Mexico to book lodging. So I wasn't able to do that. So I'm like, okay, let me see how far it is from Sofia to Athens, and then from Thessaloniki, okay, that one, to Athens, and they're both. So I figured, okay, if it's going to be about the same time, because you have to do a connection from that one part in Greece and then go to Athens. So from here to Athens would be the same thing, like 11 hours. I know it's a struggle. Okay, we're going to sit on the bus for that long. So we're not looking forward to it. So we had checked out of our Airbnb. The guy was awesome. We stayed a little bit later. Went, the kids got their COVID tests. I did the PLF form. Did everything that we needed to do. So now we're just going down into the center for a couple, hours, whatever, chill, eat, check it out some more, and then hit our train. But at least it's an overnight train bus, so we'll be able to sleep and all that. So yeah, that's literally our life right now. Being the first and the richest natural history museum on the Balkans, the National Museum of Natural History at the Bulgarian Academy of Sciences studies, preserves, and disseminates information about the living and non-living nature, both in Bulgaria and throughout the world. The museum's collection includes over 400 stuffed mammals, over 1,200 species of birds, hundreds of thousands of insects and other invertebrates, as well as samples of about 1/4 of the world's mineral species. The National Museum of Natural History was founded in 1889 as the Natural History Museum with various foreign and Bulgarian specialities. The tickets for myself and the kids to get in worked out to be right around $9 US. I'm trying to calculate everything in US for you guys. So yes, it was about $9 to get in, so it is inexpensive. And you can spend about 2 to 3 hours here going through everything. It's not the biggest, but it also has a ton to see. Okay, so we finally got to go to the museum, the Natural History Museum, and the kids had a blast. They love natural history, where they can look at all those artifacts and stuff like that, and they love science museums, so wherever we go we try to find those. So I'm glad we got to do that. So now we're going back to the bus station to get ready for our overnight bus to Athens. And Athens is going to be amazing, I think, for them, especially with this, types of museums and the ruins and archaeological sites and all that. So yeah, that should be interesting. But yeah, so I'm just glad we were able to store our bags and everything. So we're just walking around like any other day, and then it's time to go on the bus. Oh my gosh, but I could use some coffee, at least some. That is it for now. If you like this and all our other videos traveling around the world, be sure to give us a like, hit the notification bell to stay up to date on our adventures, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!